Well, I think that's perhaps the biggest change is that going to be that between us and the information space, or between us and maybe even other people, especially in the digital environment, there will be our personal artificial intelligence model. So not sure if you folks had a chance to interact with models such as GPT-3 or DALI, which show superhuman performance at analyzing texts, analyzing facts, remembering things, understanding things, and being able to then customize this message to a particular recipient. Like you can ask, for example, GPT-3 to summarize the French Revolution for a 5-year-old, and it will be great at doing that. And let's also remember that we are just at the very beginning of the evolution of those models. GPT-4 actually is, GPT-3 was 200 times larger than BERT, and now GPT-4 is, again, 200 or 300 times larger again. And so we're at the very beginning of this technology, but already you could imagine that instead of just reading an article online, you could ask this AI to read it for you and then summarize it or explain it to you, or maybe make it longer to add things that the AI knows that you wouldn't know. And in this way, instead of all of us reading the same thing, or all of us watching the same piece of video or listening to the same piece of music, you could have this additional layer of interpretation and improvement, potentially, of this content for our own understanding and our own preferences. And I think that this may be, and by the way, this also carries risks of us becoming increasingly more disconnected from some underlying shared understanding and content. But it also could mean more engagement, more understanding, more satisfaction, more people willing to read books that are not willing to read today, or watch movies that are not willing to watch today.
We've always believed that internet technology by default tends to disconnect people and draw them apart. But we also see an opportunity here when we help not just technology be more, when we're not only trying to personalize technology more for ourselves, but when we're using this to understand other people. So it actually has the potential to bring people together. When you meet someone for the first time and you know about them a little bit, and you try to communicate in a manner that they appreciate, you are being understanding, and if they were doing the same thing. But the other part, of course, as Michal's called out here, is also personalizing the experiences for everyone. So I think in sales world, we often we tell our customers about personalizing the whole sales funnel using personality AI. I often say that's maybe the only way to personalize it through and through. But it seems it might be the only way to not just personalize the sales funnel, but personalize the internet itself.